Howdy, it's tubalcain again, and this time with the answer for what is it. Now, in this series that I'm doing, originally here, the question was, what is it? Number 5A. A's are always the questions, B's are the answers. So it was, again, what is it? Number 5A, mystery tool question. And right now I'm giving you the answer, what is it? Number 5B, mystery tool answer. Now, if you're having trouble finding these, and several people said they were, what you need to do is either a Google search or a YouTube search will probably work best. In the search bar, just type in, what is it, tubalcain, and you will get all of the results for this series, and it'll separate them from my 350 other videos. I understand that sometimes it's hard to find these videos. Let me just say something before I start this actual video. You know, there's probably 100,000 or 500,000 men in nursing homes or in wheelchairs or just stuck in their lazy boys, and they would enjoy some of these videos, not only mine, but various shop videos, and they just can't get out and they do not understand the internet. So if you could help those people, you can watch these, or he can watch these if he has a smart TV, because that allows you to look at YouTube. Also, if you have a Roku or one of those other devices, or a Blu-ray, that also helps you or allows you to watch internet, or you have internet TV. So if you would show some of those guys how to do this, or get the grandkids to do it, or whatever, I think that some of these guys would enjoy this, and it would just make their day if they could see some shop videos and some of this stuff that they're really interested in. And you know that TV is just a vast wasteland. There's just nothing to watch, and some of these poor guys are sitting in front of a TV all day. So that's just a thought. I don't know if that would work or not, but that's just a thought. So what is this? This was, again, way too easy, because the very shape of it is self-explanatory, I guess. And this is a scroll bending jig. So we can bend decorative scrolls for wrought iron work, and this one is for relatively light stock. It will be held in the vise right here, and the band iron or whatever metal just put in here and wrapped right around, and I'm going to do that for you here presently, and then show you another one that I have also. And some blacksmiths, somebody pointed this out to me, have much larger and heavier ones that fit in the hardy hole of the anvil, and they can bend red hot steel, you know, this much thicker, or possibly just thicker stock than what this is. And you can see that this possibly would bend if you tried to put 1/4-inch stock in there. This is a very light gauge stock, but it's all I could come up with at this time. About 1/2 inch wide, and it's only, I think, about a 1/16 inch thick. But the idea here is you put it into the jig like this, and just wrap it around. Now you can quit right there if that's a sufficient scroll, or if you want a larger scroll, you would just continue like that until you got exactly what you wanted, and it makes a nice looking product. Be sure and round off the ends and remove the burrs before you do that, because that would be kind of hard to file right now. Now notice that with this type of jig, this really is a bit of a spiral, so you can put it in the vise and work it and bend it, you know, so you get it so it lays relatively flat. So that's what that is, a scroll bending jig. Now let me show you another one. Here's another type of scroll bending jig, and this one is, I think, made by Metalcraft, and the company is in England, and I believe they're still in business. This is a two-piecer, so you don't end up with that spiral business that I just talked about. So that comes off to make the initial bend, and possibly that's all the bend you want. You don't even need this. And I have several more of these out in my cold garage, and I couldn't go out there and get them, but let me make a bend on this one and see how it turns out. And I never have used this one. So let's give her a try with the same stock, but I had to kind of flatten out the other end of it so it's not very pretty. And this one also has on it a bit of a cam, and this is knurled, so the cam is like self-tightening so that the work doesn't want to pop back out on you as you start to make your bend. Alright, let's give it a go. I'm putting it in there and turning the cam on it. Just bend it right around like that. And that's what I end up with initially. Put that on there and continue the bend. And again, you can go as far as you want. This one has been marked with the white lines for repeatability. And there you go. The first one here gives you a little bit more of a tight bend in the middle. Actually, this one is probably a little more appealing. And I believe this is also made for relatively light material, craft type things, but the one I have out in the garage is quite a bit more complicated and looks like it could handle much thicker material. So that concludes this video. Be sure and go back and see the question if you haven't seen it, and watch all of my other What Is It videos in this series, and I'll soon be out with number 6. Remember, there's always about a 1-week delay between the question and the answer, so don't try to look for the answer too soon or it will not be available. This is tubalcain saying so long for now.